Hello, I'm Philip Brunelle, Artistic Director and founder of Vocal Essence and organist choirmaster at Plymouth Congregational Church in Minneapolis. Well, in this week of Christmas, I thought it would be an interesting idea to take 5 composers, one a day. Each of them has had something significant to compose for Christmas that is memorable. Today is certainly the fact because we have Franz Biebl, B-I-E-B-L, the German composer, born in 1906, died in 2001. And he is known particularly for his Ave Maria, a piece that has been recorded by many, many groups and achieved great fame with Chanticleer, as well as Cantus and many, many other groups. Biebl was not only a composer, he was a choir conductor. He lived in Bavaria, not too far from Munich. Later, he was an assistant professor of choral music at the Mozarteum in Salzburg. But it's this Ave Maria that he composed in 1964. He was choir director at a little church, and one of his choirmen was a fireman. And he came and said, would you write something for our male chorus? Now, we don't have this here in the USA. We used to, but we don't have it now. And that is that choirs were formed from workers in factories, in schools, in department stores. This was a common occurrence. We did have that here in Minneapolis, but no longer. So in this man's fire brigade was a choir. And so I can't imagine what it must have sounded like when we have these refined versions today. But he did. In 1964, for this men's fire brigade, he composed Ave Maria. And it was first performed. It didn't get any particular notoriety until a choir from Cornell University came to the Bavarian radio house where he worked, and he showed them this music. They loved it. They brought it back to the States. But it was when Chanticleer did the recording that people really noticed what was happening. And so you know it because it has at the beginning a little chant that comes in. And then it has the male chorus, and it's 2 male choruses. One male chorus sings this, the Ave Maria. The other male chorus comes in one measure after the first one, and they go. So when you put the 2 together, you get this. Such a beautiful piece. And then at the very end is a wonderful amen. So it's basically a 7-voice amen. The second choir of 4 voices, the first choir of 3, and together you get this beautiful rhapsodic amen. Well, he's sort of a composer, Biebl that is, that's the one piece people know. And that's really too bad because he wrote a lot of other music. And those people who know me know that if I go to a city and I know there's a great music store, I will always spend time there. My wife, not so much. She'll find something else. She'll find an art museum, but I will go to a music store. And in Vienna, there is a fabulous music store called Doblinger. So I have spent many hours at Doblinger, and one of my trips there, I said, what about the music of Biebl? And they showed me a file of Biebl music. Well, obviously, what I did is just buy a copy of every piece of Biebl I could find. And there were many, many pieces. He did a number of Negro spirituals. This was back in the 1970s. So he did a very kind of sweet arrangement of Go Tell It on the Mountain, where you have the choir backing up the baritone soloist. Very, very stately kind of arrangement. But it being Christmas week, his arrangement of the old, well, I used to call it O Sanctissima, but it's a German carol, O de Fröhliche, and it's this little melody. Beloved carol in Germany, and his beautiful, simple, lovely arrangement for soprano, alto, tenor, bass. Have a wonderful day.